Hey guys, Zero here with another Model Kit Monday. And today we're taking a look at a kit that I picked up off Amazon, but it came from a Japanese distributor, so it took like 2 months to get here, and a lot of emails back and forth with the store, which did not work out well, but it finally showed up. So we're going to take a look at the high-grade Seed Gundam Astray Red Frame flight unit, and we're gonna crack this guy open, take a look, and see what comes inside, and I'll give you guys my opinion about it all. All right, sit tight. All right, here we are with the Gundam Red Frame Astray flight unit, the MBF-P02. I guess that's the mobile suit designation, and it's from Gundam Seed. There's the box. I don't know. I like the way the suit looks with the flight unit. Like, it's cool without it, but I'm a really big fan with it on it. And my package did come a little box did come a little jacked up, but it came from Japan, so it's kind of expected. Where, I mean, in all honesty, I don't care about the box. I'm not gonna keep that shit anyway. So, all right, let's get this off. We got a lot of stuff here to look at, so let's get this over and let's take a look. All right, here we have the instruction manual, and the same artwork as the box. Now this is cool. Kind of shows you what colors go where. That or what? Yeah, what colors go where. And there's the color chart there. I can't read any of that shit because it's in Japanese, but whatever. We'll figure it out. Okay. Typical high grade instruction manual or pamphlet. Am I saying that right? Because, like, I feel like it's a pamphlet. It's like one big sheet that it just folded over, whereas like a manual is more like something it's already folded and it's got staples in it to keep it together. It's got like pages. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments what you think. Does it even matter? All right, here we have the A1 sprue, and we got a lot of parts on here. Arm parts, some of the lower leg parts, some of the inside of the torso parts. Here's the A2 sprue, and this is just half of the A1 sprue, or a copy of half of the A1 sprue, so you can see the arms and the leg parts there. All right, here we have the D1 sprue, and this is some of the white parts with like the outside of the leg armor. There's some knee parts. Looks like the thigh armor there too. Here is the D2 sprue, and this has the inside of the shield, the scabbard for the sword, shoulder pads, head, the parts of the feet, crotch, some more armor bits, the beam saber handles there, probably the hand guards here. Okay, here we have the F sprue, and this is the let's see here, we can see that a little better. Some more internal parts. Actually, no, these are the shield, beam saber, or the beam weapon, the B rifle, some of the torso and the backpack, feet. There's some more torso parts there, and probably the boosters, the rear boosters, or the flight unit. Here is the H sprue. These are the gray parts. So we've got the samurai sword, or the katana, some more of the parts for the flight unit, you know, and some torso parts. And this part here, this is I remember this in the anime. I know he bought this. It was like a piece of junk, and he bought it. It's like the head of another mobile suit of some kind, but it actually has like a double-ended beam saber that comes out of it. So when you put it together, it's got the two beam saber effects that stick out, kind of like Darth Maul's lightsaber, but in this big giant dog head thing. All right, here we have the G sprue, and here we have more parts for the flight unit. And you've got the feet, part of the feet, the rear arms or the rear shoulder mount, the thrusters for the rear shoulders, and some of the other parts there. There's the V-fin. All right, here's the PC sprue or polycap sprue. Interesting that they went with red. I don't think I've ever seen, I think the only other kit that I had that had a colored polycap sprue was the Bear guy from Gundam Build Divers, and his polycaps were yellow. And that's probably because like you're going to see a lot of them, so they wanted them to be red considering it's a red frame. All right, here we have two beam saber effect sprues. This is for the standard beam saber for the suit itself, and these are the beam sabers that go into that dog head thing. This is a little thicker and shorter. All right, here we have the decal sheet, and this is to me a little disappointing. You have the actual, they have stickers for the saber or for the katana, and they have, you know, the parts that go around. They get like the hand stop and things like that. I mean, you've got some white color correcting stickers, which I will not be using these. I will be painting this kit. So I mean, it's sad that they had to put this many color correcting parts in there or stickers in there, but I mean, it is a high grade. So all right, here we have actual decals. Sticker sheet. This is for the emblems that go on the shoulder of the red frame. I might use them, I might not. I don't know. I'm not a fan of using stickers, but we'll see. All right, so there it is. The high grade Gundam Seed Gundam Astray Red Frame flight unit. Well, let's get this guy built and let's get him looking pretty sharp and compared to some of the other Gundam kits we have. All right, everybody, sit tight. All right, here it is. This is the Astray Red Frame with flight unit. This kit is good. This is a good looking kit. It's older, so it's like from 2013, and I think this is the one that they actually discontinued up until recently, where the Gundam Battle Breaker series just came out, and they reintroduced the kit with a different color, the inversion kit. So it's the same kit with darker colors, and I believe, I'll have to find out for sure, but I believe the kit comes with an extra sprue for something else. I'm not sure what the sprue adds. I think it adds a little, maybe a couple extra little bitties, but either way, it came with some extra stuff. But here you go. This is the kit and everything that it comes with. You get the I don't even know how to pronounce it, the D-drag head that goes on the arm if you want it to be a spinny weapon. You get two beam saber blades, and I like these because they're kind of like flat. They're not completely round. See? You get this attachment. I can only assume this is a for a flight stand. You know what I'm saying? Like for a base. And then you get the two extra hands, one slappy hand and one holdy hand. I still have to paint the knuckles and stuff too, but that's pretty cool. Very, very, there's a lot of color correcting stickers in this kit, which is kind of disappointing, but I mean, it is a high grade. So there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of color correcting stickers for this kit. Like the bicep there should have white in there. The hands should have white on them. There's some gray colors in the sword. The Gerbera straight should have a lot of color on there, which I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint this whole thing anyway, so it doesn't matter. But just so you know that it's not going to be color accurate to the picture in the box. This kit, since it's such an older kit, there's issues with it. It's not terrible, but it is one of those kits that, like, it just has its certain flaws. Like getting the Gerbera straight to stay on, because these little side skirts are they're in there by friction and a very small amount of friction. So they're going to pop off like super fast. So what I did was I had to glue, I used plastic cement around the poly cap just to kind of bulk up the poly cap, and then plastic cement in the joint to kind of thicken up the joint, and then that kind of helps it stay a little bit, but it's still, the Gerber straight is kind of a heavy piece. So it's, you know, he comes with a standard beam rifle, you know, the strike beam rifle. He also comes with a shield, which is cool because you can actually attach the shield to the flight unit. He also has a standard backpack. You can see it under there. Once you pull the flight unit off, you lift the backpack up and it's right there, and that's where the beam saber hilts are stored. So it's kind of cool. It's like I like it because it's one of those kits that, like, and this is just a complaint of my own, but I don't like Gundams that transform, that you have to actually remove parts from, and like, see what I mean? It just comes right off. So we'll leave this here for now. But basically, like, when I have to take a part off, like I have to take the whole upper torso off to transform it and then move it around, like in flight, where is that going? Right? Like, I always hated that. It was one of the things I liked about the original Transformers, because like everything that you needed to transform that thing was on it. Nothing came off. Nothing was, you know what I mean? It wasn't until the bigger guys, like the later combiners and stuff, that you take stuff apart. But like I said, anyway, it's nice because you pull this off and it literally just drops off if you wanted to. And then you just lift up his regular backpack and it's right there. So it's kind of cool. And something about the red frame, man. Something about it. I don't know what it is. I'm not a fan of the anime at all. Like, I know it sounds blasphemous, but I'm not a fan of the Seed anime, but just the design of the legs, it just looks bulky, you know what I mean? Like, he looks like a runner, you know. I like all the vents, the ports, you know, the cut of the frame. You can see all the frame through the model, you know, which is why they call it a red frame. But you know what I mean? It's just such a cool looking design. It's so cool they made like multiples of it, you know what I mean? Like, because it's just a very interesting look for this guy. Articulation is not terrible. You can get him in some pretty cool poses. He's going to need both hands to hold the sword because it's, you know, it's pretty big. And it came in gray. They came with stickers to put on there, like foil stickers to give it all the color. But I'm going to paint it. So, you know, I'm not putting any stickers on, and it's just the way it's going to have to be, you know. But we'll fix that so that it stays where it's supposed to stay. But you see, I put some glue around it just to kind of thicken it up a bit, because otherwise this just sits in there floaty. So here you go. And here it is with the D-Drang head unit. It's an interesting idea. Supposedly this is a junker. Like, this guy's a junker, and he goes to like different junkyards and finds scraps and parts, and this is where they found this head. I guess it's from a different unit. And it's like a welding unit, like it does welding and stuff like that. So they attached it on there, and you basically got yourself a nice little spinny blade. Again, I don't know that I haven't watched it fully yet. I am committed to watch the show. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna finish watching it. And again, the red frame is basically what caught my attention initially, and I don't know, something about the design. Like I said, I just like the design a lot. So much so that I'm going to try to either get the 1/100 scale or the reissue or perfect grade. I'm like really, really tempted to get the perfect grade because this is just such a good design. But there you go, man. That is the Gundam Red Frame Astray from Gundam Seed Destiny with flight unit. Not a bad kit. You probably, like I said, you can get the battle log breaker version, which is the inversion version. you can get that one now, because I don't think you can probably find this one, but it's going to be expensive and it's going to cost you a lot of shipping. So save yourself the trouble and just find the battle log breaker one, because it's the same kit pretty much. But you know, it's got its flaws because it's, like I said, it's from 2013. So, you know, just be prepared for that. But as always, guys, like, subscribe, share, and we will see you in the next one.